crew. Good to see you all. Yay. Okay, all right, we're still not there yet on YouTube. YouTube has a lag. I should start it at like 7:58 on YouTube because it always lags behind. But anyway. All right. Oh, we're live on YouTube too. Hello, YouTube, everyone. It's good to see you. Oh, ice, baby. Yes, Eric. He's using our manual ice crusher. It's so loud. I think he stopped right before we went live. But yeah, it was nuts. Who's in the mood for a tropical drink? Raise your hand. I know I am. Okay. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. Different Eric. Hello, both Erics that are here. We have some drinks. Oh, can you bring the books when you come, please? I already wrote out the recipes, but I thought it would be fun to hold up the books. We have 4 drinks so far from our Trader Vic's bar guides, our old ones, not the new book, and made a special nut recipe from, I think it was Trader Vic's Kitsch-en Kibitzer. So we'll be sharing that too. Hi, Mom. Happy to see you too. And hello, Peter. Good to see you. Aaron, I see you over on YouTube. And Alan and Elizabeth, hello. Oh, from Myrtle Beach. Nice. I wish I was there too. Yay. And hello, Phil Tiki. Good to see you. So I was just saying, we have a number of books. Hi, Julie. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Paul's outside. I told him he needed to go chop some mint. I see him coming around the side of the house. Hi, Lisa. Oh, on both platforms. Hello, thank you. And Jennifer, hello. Good to see you. Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, drinks, Trader Vic's. So we didn't go for the Mai Tai or the Fog Cutter or anything that you probably know. We decided to go a little more obscure, although Paul is making one that's kind of well known. But I thought I would start with something a little more, I'd heard of this one, but anyway, I think I'm going to start with the Chicago Sour. You know, if you have a Trader Vic's book, you know, there's the Eastern Sour, the London Sour, like all kinds of sours. But I thought that the Chicago Sour, not the London Sour, would be a good one to try. And catch up with everyone. Hi, Errol. Oh, yeah, Errol from Houston. Good to see you. You coming in? All right. So don't knock over the light when you come in. If the light gets knocked, and the camera. Try not to knock over the camera when you come in. Thank you. I got my mint.
My mint.
He's here. Anything else? Oh, you brought, okay, the ice, baby.
Hi, baby.
Oh, hi, Phil. Good to see you. And Amy, hello.
Slipping in the front way.
All right.
I would slip on the side there, but that's not going to work.
Errol was supposed to be home tonight. Customer said, I hope you don't mind. I said no, and thought you will when you get the bill. I love that. It reminds me of Desk Set when the head of the network says to Spencer Tracy's character, like, you don't worry about impressing people, do you? He said, you wait till you get my bill, you'll be impressed. Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey,
good
folks.
To see you. Oh, look who's here, Paul.
What do you know?
Hi, Roberta.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of work.
All right.
A little bit more work.
I think we can get down to some serious drinking now.
I missed my noise.
Oh, Jen Lynn, hello. Any chance you can predict what next week's grocery list will be? Yes, we can do that. We can absolutely do that.
We're not going
Good
to.
idea.
I tell you what, we tend to start these things early in the week, so perhaps we come up with a theme around Monday or so, or earlier, and then drop it.
We didn't this week.
We didn't this week, yeah. And then drop it on you so that you have an idea what you're doing. But that's a really very reasonable request. Sometimes these things come together very late.
Yeah, no, it's a great. We used to do that.
Sometimes there's a lot of time.
We used to do that, and it.
Where's my noisemaker? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's your noisemaker. This is my noisemaker.
Oh, Elizabeth just ordered barware.
Hey.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Aaron was saying that too. Okay, we got new Trader Vic's barware to use.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea.
Mm. What are you thinking?
I can make this.
I was thinking about glassware.
Trader Vic's mug.
I was thinking about
we've got Trader Vic's glasses.
We have
you know what?
glasses and mugs. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm going to use?
I totally miss my noisemakers that like to say things like... And things like...
Oh, here we go.
But I brought along a couple of new ones, too.
I'm going to use this glass from Trader Vic's Atlanta that we just got at Unuhele. So I'm going to make the Chicago Sour first. Did you bring anything to measure with? I was going to say.
Other noises.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't have that one.
Which one are you thinking of?
Wah, 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 wah. I'm off my noisemaker game this evening.
I've got it. Give me a second. Well, you know, something to measure with would be a pretty wise idea. Right. So one doesn't just wise guy. Depart for a moment, and I'll...
Oh, wait, do you need all this crushed ice?
I need some of it.
Okay, so I can use it?
You can use part of it.
All right. So, I'm going to start with my mint. This one wants you to start with your mint. So, start with it already in the glass. We're going to bruise it a little. If I can find something with which to bruise. All right. Should have brought the muddler, but it's all right. I got this. All right.
I guess I don't need to muddle. Muddling around. You did.
I'm muddling now.
Now I'm muddling. We do have a Corso out here.
No. We were so prepared this evening. All right.
I gotta tell you, folks. I gotta tell you.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'm missing conversations. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm caught up. All right. So Chicago Sour starts with 2 ounces of bourbon.
Chicago seems like a real...
I hope I have 2 ounces of bourbon here. This is a built-in glass drink, so I want to kind of put it where you can see it.
Put your bourbon where your mouth is.
2 ounces bourbon. I'm ready for 2 ounces of bourbon.
You got 2 ounces there? It looks like you had 2 ounces.
Yes, I do.
Practically speaking.
2.
It's a practical drink.
Yay. All right, and... calls for juice of half a lemon and juice of half a lime. Ours are already juiced, so I'm gonna just do like half ounce. Well, that's plenty.
No,
that's more like a third of an
There
ounce.
We go.
Okay, you slipping behind.
Slip behind you.
All right.
I need to get out of the way.
Okay. And okay, so that was my. I can't tell in these glasses which one's lemon and which one's lime. So I'm doing about a third.
If you're doing both, that should be easy.
And you said you brought out the OJ?
I did not.
I'll get it.
Okay. You get the OJ.
All right.
It's your turn. I will wrangle comments.
All right.
Hey, folks. I'm here. And I have fun noises for you. What do we have here? This is the emergency goat, which comes to you from Archie McPhee. I would love to say that they provided this to us and that you can find it in our Amazon store. I don't know that you can. Perhaps we should drop it there. But unfortunately, we bought it, so there is no commercial plug here.
I didn't know if you brought this, but I got it too. Running out of places to set stuff down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I got it.
Somebody is not there to stupidvise.
Stupidvise.
Did you say hi to Gettysburg, ma'am?
I did not. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you.
She says tardy. So was I. So there we go. I say you're not tardy at all.
Oh, Amy's mint's going nuts.
You're coming into the full swing of it.
Okay, so...
ours is really starting to kick. It was really, really slow until like maybe second week of April. Then it's like, it's peaking forward. Bang. After that, came right in. What was that?
Juice of half a small orange. So I did a third of an ounce.
Well, something dropped. It didn't hit me. That's the real positive.
I think it was a bottle opener.
We do have a bottle opener back there that would have made that exact sound.
Nowhere to set this down.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we're more limited here than we normally are. We don't have a large bar in back of us where you can just...
So that was 2 ounces of bourbon, juice of half a lemon, juice of half a lime, and juice of half of a small orange.
That's
now,
about half ounce.
You need to go back to my recipe, please.
Okay, I will. Julie's asking you about specific mint. You know, we planted spearmint years ago in the yard. People advise us, don't do that. Don't do that. It'll just keep coming up. And I was thinking to myself, and taking over the yard so that there's less to mow.
It's not like we have nice
seemed like
grass.
a win-win-win-win-win.
Oh, it might crowd out our creeping Charlie.
I mean, really.
Okay.
That was just like...
Okay, so a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to use simple syrup.
Simple. In fact, you're using gum syrup, which I made.
Because we're pretentious.
Because we're pretentious,
All right.
You know, the gum was it was a real pain to mix this up because of the gum arabic, which is a sort of a tree resin. All right. It is resinous. It is sticky. It really is a freaking mess to clean up.
And that's
but I thought, what the hell, I'll try this and you'll see what the big deal is. And it does add something to texture. Agreed.
All right, we need a dump bucket.
But we also planted some chocolate mint. And it started coming up in the yard, so we had to move it, and we put it on the side of the house where I dumped a bunch of dirt from replanting, because I'm trying to reduce some of the water coming in. That should do some well, and I think if we have a whole crop of mint over there, that's really going to take over.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so what do you need over here so I don't use your stuff?
My first thing is...
Actually, this is the only thing that calls for mint, right? I'm going to garnish with mint.
I was going to use one.
Oh. All right, never mind.
You have a sprig of mint to use. What did you do?
It's muddled in my glass.
Oh, it's muddled in there.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you actually use that mint? I'll go find some more mint.
No. Don't leave.
We
won't see you for 20 minutes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. That was a big load in to begin with.
Garnish with. Let's see. Wants you to garnish with
fresh fruits in season.
No, that was a different one.
Lime shell. We have lime shell.
I got a lime. Yeah.
Lime
shell.
Yeah.
And what else?
What else you got going on over there? Maybe some swizzles.
Well, I'm definitely going to do swizzles.
Yeah,
I'm trying to decide. And a straw. Straw's not garnish. Straw, so I don't have to dump all this on my face. How about a nice shag swizzle stick from Ohana?
Aha! There we go.
Yay!
Super fun.
Chicago sour.
I'm interested to try this one. This sounds like a really nice whiskey sour.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you know?
It is a really nice whiskey sour.
Oh, that's got a nice flavor profile.
We can put our
Is there fizz in that?
This could be our dump bucket. No.
No. Okay.
Didn't mean it like that. No.
Nope.
Oh.
I'll get some in for you. Yeah, seriously.
We'll muddle through. Yes. Oh, yeah. Brady Bunch Variety Show reference.
Wherever we go.
Hi, Brooklyn. We do. Oh, Eric. Gettysburg Ma'am is saying hi, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And
there we go. Depending on
Eric, Gettysburg Ma'am, Eric is saying hi, is what I'm trying to say.
Got my gal on the relay over here. I'll tell you what's what. I'm enjoying some of these nuts.
Oh, I love the... Oh, I'm happy you're here too, Brooklyn.
Yes, we are happy.
Yeah.
We're happy every single one is here.
Yay.
Hoorah.
Chicago sours.
Well, I'm envious I am, and I was late to the party, so I think I should actually try to find my first item. One of the lost drinks from Vic came from this book here, the Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, and he's calling it Pando Punch. And I think I've got it right here. Apparently, this was created by Pando, our Filipino boy. Doesn't sound like you can say that anymore.
No, we don't.
The young bartender who was Philippine. Now, many young bartenders were Philippine in those days. There was this whole mafia going on. Over at Don's, I believe, over at Steve Crane's.
Oh, that's...
And it was like, I think it was like kind of a big migration. And they kind of ended up in the service trade and started doing this and got really, really good. And some of these guys moved around to 3 or 4 places after that and are pretty legendary in the whole thing. So I think we can kind of thank the Philippines for a lot of what we know as mixology. Certainly about the craft. Certainly about the craft behind the bar.
I love that you're talking amongst yourselves, by the way.
Good. That would be a very good thing. So.
Hello, laissez-faire. It's good to see
Hey,
you.
the lassies. So nice.
Hey, John.
Hello, John. Yes. Awesome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you guys been doing great. Hope you're playing out again because everybody else is. You should too. Let's see. So this is shake well with cracked, pour refined ice. Okay. I don't think I need to shake everything with cracked. Can you grab me one of those tall Vicks glasses from in there?
Yep.
I'm going to immediately start by filling that sucker.
One of these, you mean?
One of those, I mean.
Yes.
We're going to set up 3 of these. These are lovely. They're available on the Vicks site, I hope, because I'm saying so.
I think they are.
They should still be. And they've got like the really long Vicks font happening there and like all these totems. They're looking great. I like these glasses a lot. Excellent for a Ramos Gin Fizz on Sunday. Oh, isn't that a civilized thing? So this says that you're going to eventually fill spillage. That's kind
Sorry,
of
I'm
life,
just reading
isn't it?
your conversation that's going
You're going to fill this sucker with your cracked ice. And
on.
also
Let's move
supposed
this
to.
so people can see.
Yeah, let's move this so people can see. Shall we?
Yes.
Yes, move this so people can see. Slightly crowded around this joint.
Oh my gosh.
Officially.
Officially out of space.
Yeah, really.
Ah,
I'm gonna make
right.
space here by doing
I got
that.
it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
watch your feet.
I didn't even have to put it on the floor.
Prepping the glass. Could you find me a tall swivel, but leave it on the side?
Sure.
Like one of those, how about the Vicks? Like that, one of the paddles.
Okay. There we go.
Nope, that's an honor. Next one over.
It's a reproduction.
It is a repro.
of a Vicks.
Next one over. In the greens here. I think you have your hand on it. You had your hand on it. Nope.
That's Ohana.
That's on it. You had your hand on it like a second ago. It's in back of that glass. That's it.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a repro. The Trader Vicks paddle. The Trader Vicks paddle. This was in my house when I was a kid. My parents actually went to Vicks at the Savoy. Wow, even before the Plaza, huh? And came home with this. And that's what my mother used to mix the tall drinks forever. And this is not that one. This is a repro of that. I can just tell by the color of this.
But we have it.
But this is an exact
Oh,
repro
that's right.
of that paddle. So I was really glad that they came out with these again because anything happens to our paddle, I'm going to kill somebody. Me, I'm going to kill. So, in the meantime, we got this guy ready to go. So I just need to know what's going into this sucker. And I'm going to grab, we didn't grab any shakers, did we?
There's this.
There's this guy.
It's a little drippy.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to get you another one?
I tell you what, I'm going to build in glass because why you like do anything on ceremony? Or I could always use this guy too. Yeah. That sounds like a pretty good way to go. Because this is what Vic is going to do. Vic is actually going to use the blender, like the shake maker. Vic has like 5 of these behind the bar at Emeryville and probably like in Atlanta too. This is what they use. They just take the Mai Tais one at a time. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Pour, pour, pour. They probably mix up about 4 at a time and pour it in. So this one calls for 3 ounces of lighter rum. I'm going to borrow your guy right here. Give that a shake. I am using the Trader Vicks puck here. This is fresh. I'm going to crack it. I believe that this is Puerto Rican rum.
Yep.
Don Q. What an excellent
It
idea.
actually called for Puerto Rican rum.
Puerto Rican rum.
So we have that.
So I'm going to do this right into this guy. And I'll show you what I do. This will be fun. Oh, that's free. Yep. So I'll hand this right back to you. I'm about to pour another one of these. Hey, that drink was
boy.
awesome. Hello. You know?
You'll have
Not
to read
so
the recipe
fast.
for the one that you decided not to make.
Bang. Yeah, I will, actually. I need that Curacao. Actually, the Mornier. Literally
That is on the floor.
the only orange that we have right now. So I'm going to use it.
Oh, thank you, Gettysburg, ma'am. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, you know, this is, we're right
I'm
about
so glad we can be out here.
in the hot season, and this weekend it's supposed to get quite warm. And it's already been quite uncomfortably warm inside the house, so I suspect it's just on its way.
Oh, Errol, yes. My grandmother had all kinds of neat stuff, like that paddle that I wish I had the cognizance to ask her for. Right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so many fun things.
Fun things. Quarter ounce of grenadine, an ounce of orange juice. Let me flip this back over. And I'll take the grenadine. I'm going to use, this is a ½ ounce measure, so I'm going to estimate a quarter ounce, and I will probably nail it shut because I'm like that. I'll take an ounce of the orange juice right in there, please.
Sweetly.
Slightly. Yeah, we cooperate behind the bar. Particularly when you're really restricted for space. We got all this stuff on the bar top right now. Yowza.
Oh,
Okay. You got that.
You got that
this.
too. Yep.
You got this too.
I got it. I got it.
Half ounce of fresh lemon. Well, I happen to have, I don't remember which is which. Do I? But I think it's the shorty.
Yeah, it looks like lemon to me.
I think that's that guy right here. Okay.
We're going to go with that.
We'll go with that.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm in the way. So half ounce of the lemon. Okay, and then it says 3 ounces of seltzer. And it says shake all of this, but yeah, but the seltzer. The original formula didn't say anything like that. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my crush that I measured out here. I'm just going to take the whole mess.
Gotta move it so they can see.
And can we see? I got to see what's going on.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we can see it. We can see perfectly fine. And to give yourself about 5 seconds with this.
Hi, Michael.
And there you go.
Oh, I feel like going to the foundation. Oh, nice. Yes, we are prepping for Ohana at Gettysburg now.
You don't say.
We are. We've been working on our costumes for the kickoff party.
Pour the glass.
So that's should be hilarious.
If I still had that mint, I would have garnished with it. In the meantime,
Here.
I'm throwing the paddle. Oh, okay. I have that mint. Got to garnish
Go
with
ahead,
it.
whatever.
Yeah, what the hell? Dual garnish. And I will take, we have some straws over there. Thank you.
You're
Ready to go?
welcome.
And that's your Pando Punch. Now, Pando Punch packs a bunch
Aw.
because it's a 3 ounce base, not a 2 ounce. That's quite nice. You would enjoy that, and then you would probably ask for another.
Pando Punch. I'm going to try it.
Thank you, ma'am. May I have another?
Oh, that is good.
Quite nice, isn't it? It's not one that you actually see
It's a little different, actually.
being asked for in a restaurant. It has similar ingredients to what you've got, but a different
Mine has
balance.
bourbon. And
Well,
yours
yours
has
bourbon,
rum, but...
yeah. But a different balance.
Hi,
and
Ryan.
that's what makes the other drink, now isn't it? So this is a nice thing. Now, next time one of you is in a Vic's, I think there are 2 in the States these days, ask for a Pando Punch and see if the guy behind the bar, or the gal behind the bar, says, what's that? Or just like goes right to the guy, whips it up and boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gettysburg,
sometimes I
ma'am, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, hi, Jamie. Okay, so Jamie, what perfect timing.
Hello, you've arrived.
I messaged Jamie today because I found this recipe, and it's that one, right? Oh, no, Kitsch-en Kibitzer.
The kibitzer. We don't have it with us right now. But.
For Nuts Moncrief. So I saw, Jamie Moncrief. So Nuts Moncrief.
That's Moncrief.
So this is actually, we made it
world? We
today.
actually found a Moncrief.
We made it today. So.
Not over there. So we found a Moncrief recipe. We had to share it. And we had to make it. And it's pretty simple.
So, okay. I made half because we would have Nuts Moncrief for
days and days and days
if I didn't. But it calls for 4 cups jumbo nuts.
Use the big ones.
2 tablespoons butter. 1/4 cup Worcestershire sauce and salt. And you melt the butter and you toss it with the Worcestershire sauce and salt. And then you toss it with your nuts and you put it in the oven. And Vic does not specify temperature. I did 325, and he said starting for 15 minutes. I ended up doing it more like 25 minutes. But
okay. Depending on your oven, if you have a convection oven, it will happen faster, and we do have one, so maybe yours will be longer. But watch them. It's one of these things where you want to do it. If
watch
you're
your
like,
nuts.
Watch your nuts, please. We want to do it 15-minute intervals before things go toast, because if they start to turn over, 15 more will be way too much.
Jamie says, funniest thing ever. Simple, like me.
Oh,
I love it.
they're quite good.
All right, I'm gonna get a big one.
Oh,
Call
Brazil.
for jumbo.
Go for one of those big Brazils. Yeah. Nice thing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I like how the bar is getting less crowded as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to nest this. Thank you. Over here. Just get out of the way.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, enjoy a little bit more of my drink.
Just to make really sure I'm going to have another one.
Sometimes what you need to do is make sure. That's the thing. Anyway. Man.
There.
Putting that there. Make room, make room. It's sort of like the Tetris game tonight, just to put things exactly where they belong and where they fit.
All right.
You know, you got it?
All right.
Good.
Put it there. Decorative bowl. We got to.
The puck is good, by the way, because I've already tilted this over once, and I've had some juice in there. So it can drain into here, and then you just whip out the puck and clean it up later.
Yeah.
top of your bar doesn't get all sticky.
You wouldn't want to burn your nuts. Nope. Hi, Vegas AF. Good to
Wash
see
those
you.
nuts.
You don't want to burn your nuts. It's very uncomfortable. Oh, Michael, we can make a Singapore sling. Oh, no, we don't have Benedictine.
We don't have the Benedictine.
We could almost make a Singapore sling.
Yeah, we got some really good cherry tones in that too. Some will insist on using herring, but I'm very fond of actually using the maraschino myself. But we also have an excellent locally made cherry, which totally nails it. So, use
says,
what you have.
Let me tell you, you never want to Google search Moncrief nuts. The things I've witnessed. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I saw it. I could not believe my eyes. But normally we do have the Benedictine on hand, and one of the primary things that I like to make with that is the sling. The formula for that, of course, is ancient and secret. Yeah, no, it's not. It's actually much more recent than that because the bar that invented it has no idea what was in it originally.
Elizabeth, you were absolutely correct. She says, Trader Vic's LOL, who needs oven temps or actual lime juice measurements? Like just juice of one lime isn't very well. Exactly. But
yeah.
I just remember I took a pastry baking class one time. And there was we got paired up with people. And I got paired up with the most anally retentive woman. And, she's like, making careful, even though they handed us the notes, she's like, taking notes on everything.
More notes about the notes.
And the instructor, she asked the instructor, like, well, what temperature? What temperature should I do this at? And the instructor's like, I can't tell you. I don't know your oven. You need to know your oven.
Know your oven.
So that's what I thought of when I thought of Trader Vic.
Oh, you must have seltzer. I forgot 3 ounces of seltzer. I didn't want to put it in the blender because, fizzy stuff, agitated, not a good idea. Don't shake the seltzer, add later, and then gently stir to combine. Now, I'm going to add about 2 ounces, since I've already started drinking this down. But this is actually going to, mellow this out nicely. If I can get the cap back on, that would be great. There you go.
I can help.
And since I have a stir stick in here.
I'm here for capping.
Gentle stir. You've helped so much already. Just say.
I'm here for capping.
Oh, that's nice. Yep.
Hi, Sam.
Hey,
good to see you.
Speaking of which.
Steamy, Texas.
Steamy old Texas.
Hey, Jeremy. You guys leave any blue light bulbs for the rest of us?
The answer to that question is no, we did not.
We have consumed the world's supply.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
I guess we do have a few back here, don't we?
We have a few blue light bulbs. Now, this is actually a blue fluorescent.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been there for a while.
That means it's going to probably die in the middle of this broadcast.
Yeah. They do completely
Don't
die
jinx
eventually.
us.
But I think we have like 2 blues. No, I just said the 1 blue. That's purple. That's orange. That's a white bulb inside a blue glow.
I like the way you're identifying them. That's blue.
Green, red. We do have port and starboard happening here. That's a violet bulb. This one's
blue.
Thank
you,
Lisa.
Bulbs. I'm so glad that we could actually be out here.
It's nice when it gets tempered enough.
Warm.
We've had 1 broadcast out here this year already, I believe. We will undoubtedly have many more. But you had a great idea to start hitting some of the Trader Vic's not so well remembered classics.
I barely know my toaster, Jeremy says.
This, I believe, is the first Vic's book, the Book of Food and Drink, which has a lot of food and a lot of drink. And you got the nuts from the kibitzer. This didn't. I don't think this has those nuts. Let's see here. Is it called Nuts Moncrief or Moncrief Nuts?
Nuts. It's pecans or nuts Moncrief.
Pecans or nuts. Just use all pecans. That's fond of. Let's see here. Nope, not an issue there. But it did have the Pando, which I'm not sure is. I don't think that was in the other book, like the drink book, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, who knows?
Who the hell knows? But this is a fun one. And if you can get your hands on a copy of this, this is a lot of fun to read. He has a lot of interesting little advice. He's a real curmudgeon. He has his own particular way of going about things. And of course, you get a great picture of Vic in that, tropical chair in the background there, enjoying a, who knows? Actually, looks like he's enjoying a cigar. So there you go. Sounds like Vic to me. But well recommended all of his books. And then there's his autobiography from the early 70s, where he finally published the Mai Tai formula. That is not in any of the other drink books. up to that time. The contemporary Vic book, which was first published about, I think, 10 years ago, probably more like 15 now, that certainly has your Mai Tai.
Jamie says amazing illustrations. Yes. Yes.
Very cool. Kibitzer has illustrations in it too, which are by, I forget the guy's name, but like 2 or 3 of the books.
Let's go grab it.
Why don't you grab it?
Wait, we can hold these books up.
We'll just, hold. I'm going to grab a Brazil, is what I'm going to do. Yeah, exactly. And I suspected you could wear it with pride, too. I would. There we go.
The Kibitzer, we don't have the...
We don't have a dust jacket on this. I think ages ago, I had a friend who did, and I scanned it, and it was a huge, huge long scan. It was like 17 inches long. So it was 2 parts. And I melded it together, and it's probably in 3 machines ago, and I should really try to find it and print it out and get myself a new dust jacket.
Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. Yeah, here we go. The Frankly Speaking, Trader Vic's own story. I haven't. Have you read this?
I did read that. That one. It's entertaining. It's a really quick read. He tells you about like a lot of fun stuff, and this is where he really reveals himself to be a curmudgeon. But he has several formulas for drinks and recipes in there that are worth your time.
Put it with the others, please.
I'd be glad to.
Thank you.
They won't fit, but I'll go. But the Kibitzer, this is like your front illustration there. There is no dust jacket on this, unfortunately. This also came from the Lucius B. Memorial Library in Wakefield, Massachusetts.
I was about to say, it's got numbers written on the...
Yeah, Dewey Decimal, 641, B496. Hilarious. Which means it probably was missing its dust jacket then. And it's got illustrations like this fellow here who's all ready for the barbecue.
Still awake.
Gotta love that. Fantastic stuff. That guy, Backyard Chefs. Gee,
oh my gosh.
I feel like somebody resembles that around this place. Anyway, but the cans are nuts Moncrief. Who knows who Moncrief was? It doesn't even say. Yeah.
This one had some fun ones. Let me.
Let's actually peruse.
Oh wait, what was that? That sounded gross. Wow.
Yeah. Crowded back here. Clumsy.
Trader Vic's croutons.
Still crowded back here.
Calls for cubelets.
Cubelets.
I'm
enjoying these nuts.
All right. That's from the chapter called Casual Week Ending.
Kibitzer are online for $85.
$85?
What? Search around and take your time.
We didn't pay any $85.
We didn't pay $85.
I doubt if we paid $1.
Find yourself one with a compromised, like missing the dust jacket. Maybe you can talk the price down. Yows!
What?
That's crazy.
Saute of lamb cheeks?
Lamb cheeks. I've heard of that.
Oh, no.
Vic was...
No to that.
I think Vic had French-Canadian heritage and grew up eating a lot of variety meats and things. And he talks about all the strange cuts that cost quite a bit less at the butcher, and says a lot of them are delicacies. I personally will eat things like liver and kidneys, so I can agree with some of those things, but I draw the line at brains.
Here's one. Adolf Lehman's curry. The Adolf Lehmans of San Francisco have been coming to my joint for years, and as usual, we got to talking shop one evening, with the result that I acquired another humdinger of a curry recipe.
He really writes some stinging prose.
The Adolf Lehmans, because no one else in that family has a first name.
No, it's like Mrs. Adolf Lehman, and son Adolf Lehman, and daughter Adolf Lehman.
Daughter Adolf
Lehman. That just sounds like something else. I started Adolf Lehman. Boy, sounds like something else entirely.
There was something I was looking for, but
no, why not?
It was probably in a different book. Anyway.
All right, well, if you find a Kibitzer...
Oh, the dust jacket made a difference, yeah.
Without the dust jacket, and it's actually reasonable, and the condition is good and all that, and you pick it up, get in touch with us. I'll try to scare up my scan of the dust jacket so you can have your own.
Beef cheeks.
Beef cheeks.
Beef cheeks sounds like a name. Like
it
sweet
does.
cheeks, beef cheeks. Like I thought today Nuts Moncrief sounded like a gangster.
Yeah. Hey, nuts, what are you thinking? I think we got to take care of that guy.
Polly Walnuts or something. Nuts Moncrief.
Nuts.
Like a gangster in a Thin Man movie.
It's that gangster who's just completely out of control, and the other gangsters finally take him out.
Oh, Michael says my grandma would actually buy turkey necks at the butcher shop. Yeah.
I bet they were really cheap because nobody wanted them, and you throw them into.
Probably everyone wanted them.
You throw them with your bouquet garni and what is that mixture? The carrots, onion, and the celery, and
the
mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
And you just boil that for a couple hours. Boom, you've got your stock. So that's the way to go. And you throw a few bones in there. You know, that's what we do with the turkey frame. Once it's done, you make the turkey carcass soup. It's the best.
Turkey carcass soup. That sounds delightful.
Delightful. But you start out when you're cooking the turkey by taking the parts that are stuffed in the turkey. That is the giblets and the neck, and you boil those with your mirepoix, and that makes your not your gravy, but your stock.
I need to.
And then, please.
I just like Jeremy's comment. Both Adolf and humdinger are not really used a lot anymore.
Not much.
No, they're not.
No, not much. No. Things that ought to be revived.
Crack some Michelle's over here.
Things that ought to be revived, like Trader Vic's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. That will be something to revive. Apparently, there's going to be a pop-up in D.C. this summer. Well, we're practically there already. Would like to see that.
And they actually have beef cakes for dessert. Oh yeah, turkey a la king.
Beef cakes.
Part of the Von Zipper gang. Yeah, exactly. Nuts.
Over here. Stupids! But hilarious. Anyway, I was actually like
the nuts are good.
I was rattling off a recipe and I completely lost my track of mind. Who knows? Maybe somebody can illuminate me. A lot going on back here. Just keeping yourself balanced and not knocking things over is a bit of a challenge. So we try. I added to it by bringing out the old blender, but less shaking, not a bad idea tonight. There's no place to put shakers. So
I'll be using a shaker for my next round. Calls for a shaker.
I was talking about making the gravy. So you make your stock there. Then when your turkey is done, you take it out to rest. And you have all the drippings.
Hi, Fred.
And you put the drippings in with the flour, and then you make this this roux, basically. Then you pour in your stock, and suddenly you've got gravy. And we do that every time. It's great.
When Von Zipper likes you, you are liked.
I like this guy. He's a funny guy.
Have we done a
Von Zipper cocktail?
No, I was thinking a beach party. Like the Frankie and Annette beach party movies themed.
I almost swear that we've done that in the past.
I know we've done it like in a short video, but I wonder if we've done a long form.
Maybe we need to do a long form video. Hello. We are practically at beach weather, so those who live near a coast can sympathize.
Oh yeah, Trader Vic's in DC. It's a pop-up, Peter.
Yep.
We need to go. The summer is kind of crazily filling up, but we're going to make time to do that.
We will make the time. Yeah. And hello to Susan.
Jamie says, I never really knew what giblets are, and I'm happy never knowing. I feel like that about a lot of things.
The giblets from the turkey go into the gravy. You boil them to cook them down.
Hi, Susan.
You chop them up and add it back to the gravy. It's just little bits. I like a gravy with guts.
Getting from him, that's so weird. Our store has hummus, because I walked by it today, but it's so weird what they can't get. I went today, and they had stuff, but I went to the supermarket, I don't know, 2 days ago? Yeah, on Monday. And the shelves were just bare.
Yeah, strange.
It's nuts.
No storm going on.
I'm allergic to nuts. Devin, hello. Good to see you. All right, let us. All right. JJ, hi. Yes,
hey.
DC.
Well, here's one of our major domos from metro area. There.
Yes. Yep. I will make time for that.
You'll be heading up. You'll be at the head of the table on the throne there, ready to say, "Let us have the Mai Tai." The giant 440-ounce economy size.
I'm available for that.
12 straws, that kind of thing.
I will. I'll Uber.
I will Uber. Yeah, I'm not driving to that one. Not driving to that one unless I can walk, and then I'll walk to that one. Oh, Vic's order just showed up at Aaron's door. Cool. Now that's fun. I tell you, Vic's theme was an excellent idea tonight. People are really chiming in on that. Good place to be. Good thing to go. If you have access to a Vic's, I recommend it. Within the what's that? Oh, you gotta have something.
I'm going to take this inside because no room.
Correct.
And grab a shaker.
That's a good idea, too.
I will be right back.
Should be right back, folks. In the meantime,
I gotta go to D.C.
You've got 3 opportunities right now. Go to D.C. There's a pop-up. I forget the hotel. JJ, what is the hotel that's happening in? I can look it up now, and I'm wrangling comments. And the next thing I can say is, otherwise, you're in Atlanta or Emeryville, where there are still Vicks. Emeryville is basically threatened because the landowner is not interested in there being a restaurant on the property, but it hasn't killed them yet, so they're just going to keep shaking. When they're finally shaking their final shake, we should all go.
Who's shaking their final shake?
Well, nobody yet. But we know that Emeryville is threatened because their landlord is just like, oh, I don't care about this.
I hate landlords.
Yeah, you really do.
If you're a landlord, I don't hate you. But
yeah. Well, we certainly lived with landlords for years.
This is why I own a house.
Half the time, like they were like nuts benign, and half the time they were nuts malignant.
Oh, Lisa, thank you. We do need to do the coops.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, Errol's having steak. Oh, Brooklyn's asking which Trader Vic's book we're using. We're using a few. The nuts were from
a plethora.
Trader Vic's Kitsch-en Kibitzer.
Kitsch-en Kibitzer. No dust jacket, sorry. We also have the own story. This is the one that actually has the Mai Tai formula for the first time in a Vic's book, 1972.
Oh, okay. D.C. Hilton.
I think this is. D.C. Hilton. Oh, wow. That's actually where it was originally, wasn't it? Am I wrong? I think it was originally the D.C.
All right, well, we're there.
The Bartender's Guide, the second book he published. This is actually quite a thick book. Way, a lot of things in here. A lot of fun. And then there's the very first Vic's book, the Book of Food and Drink, from which we get Pando Punch, which I'm enjoying right now. So there we go. So yeah, we have a collection of these, which was assembled over the course of some years.
Yes. Oh yes, I did know that, Satellite, but I didn't know what I should call you because it said Susan. But I did recognize your picture.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Amy's saying, don't forget the Newburgh Tiki Bar this summer. Yes, we'll definitely be available for that.
And of course, our local and closest is still up in New Paltz. Fuchsia is still there, still doing. They're intending to move to a larger location. At current, they're basically like Tiki Tea. I think they have about 13 seats. It's a smaller joint. Get there early. Well worth getting there early.
Devin, thank you. We're great. How are you?
Let me see what I can do with these.
Michael says, remember the 80s throwback Back to the Beach? Yes, with Fishbone. Yes, we just saw Fishbone like not long before the pandemic.
Own that soundtrack. I got that because I was a big bonehead back in the day. I'm no longer a bonehead.
Oh my gosh.
An old bonehead.
Hold on. Roberta says, my husband's grandfather, who lived in Emeryville, got into an argument with Victor Bergeron. Not sure it was still Hanky Dinks or Trader Vic's. He wouldn't share the details. Oh my God.
Good grief.
That's like, yes, Peter, Newburgh, New York. Apparently there's a tiki bar coming.
Coming soon. Well, that's interesting. Hinky's was only around for something like 4 or 5 years before Vic said, you know what, I'm going tropical. So if he actually an argument in the actual Hinky Dinks, wow, that would be a very period thing. Because then, like, it was Vic's at that location for almost 40 years. It's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to catch up. So many good comments. All right, hold on.
Let's see here.
I love that. Yeah, okay. Fred just played Jamaica Ska today.
Ska.
Jamaica Ska. Jamie can't get big cans of chickpeas. Oh my gosh.
The chickpea shortage? What? Oh,
I did not know that. I'm going to have to go see if we can get chickpeas now.
We just had some hummus last night.
Yeah.
I guess some places can get it.
How dry she is.
Oh.
I know.
So dry. Tell you.
I'm about to be less dry. James Bergman says bare shelves in New York. That can only mean two things: a pending snowstorm. Let's hope not. Yep. Or there's an accident on the night and the trucks are stuck. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. That's the kicker. We actually have...
Oh, Satellite. I get it. Get there early and often. Here he says.
Please.
Okay, wait. Hold on. All right, I gotta.
Yeah, and Devin, you're absolutely right. That is a sad person. Now, of course, there was also a Portland Vic's, which is gone, unfortunately. That it was around for some time.
You're so welcome.
A lot of the newer Vic's have a real problem staying awake and alive. That was that one. There was the ill-fated Vegas. Well, that was very poor management on the part of the franchisors, which was what can I say? You screwed up a Vic's. Shame.
All right, so for my next drink, I will be making something called
next trick.
Coral Cocktail
cool.
from one of those books.
Well, let's see if I can figure out which one
It
is which.
starts with 1.5 ounces of
cool.
light Puerto Rican rum, which I happen to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I have a story that probably is only entertaining to the two of us. But if you knew our neighborhood and you knew our neighborhood liquor store, you might be Peter might be entertained by this.
Yeah, Peter
story.
might be into this.
Okay. So, no shade, but our closest liquor store is really a kind of flavored vodka and box wine kind of store.
They sell a lot of both.
They don't sell a lot of high-end stuff. They do have some. They have the basics, so you can get a dark rum, you can get a light rum, but
you've got that
not
large bottle of Don Q over there.
Not a lot of
Highly
variety
rum there. Yeah.
in your nicer liquors.
They do have a lot of locally made product.
They do yes,
right now.
they do carry.
You want local gin,
yes,
vodka,
they do carry that
bourbon,
stuff.
rye. Yeah, they've got that there. They even have the local Applejack, which is very nice, and they have very good brandy on sale there. Good French brandy, not obscenely priced. Our go-to is Reinal, and really that's very reasonable. It's a very nice flavor. It's better than cheap stuff. So,
but I was in there today buying this lovely bottle of light rum, and the woman in line in front of me asked for something. I never see this happen, but they have the expensive stuff behind the counter.
of course.
And she asked for these 2 bottles of Johnny Walker. It came to $540. And just like,
Bawang!
what? Like, I was fascinated.
How's that again?
And then when all was said and done, and she paid her $540, she asked them if they had 2 more. Like,
Snaps.
wow.
Whoa.
We just don't see things like that here.
That sounds like, was it the blue or was it?
Yeah, it was the blue.
Oh, yeah, the blue's a nice
We don't
guy.
live in a $250 bottle area.
No. So, like, there we go. It was really kind of fun to see.
Oh, Michael, I have one from Scottsdale, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a couple of shorty glasses from Scottsdale Vicks over to my right.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you were there with your sister, and I think you asked the bartender about them, and he said, here.
Here it says, I guess I won't be having falafel for a while.
Damn it. I tell you.
Oh, Lisa, that's funny. Okay, so
back
to the coral
cocktail.
cocktail.
I'm missing one comment back here, and I think it was Brooklyn, because I'm noting the color there. Need to get them all. It's a collection, isn't it? I'm not saying you need to get them all, except that you want them all, don't you?
I want them all.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did. We did, so we got them. They're not that hard, but we've heard a quote of prices online that are outrageous. So watch out. I would not overpay. Look around.
Okay,
Look around carefully.
Oh, I think we're just
Anyway,
about to
the
fill that
question was
emojis.
which book, and I think we answered that properly. All of them, basically. We even used the new book for my next hat trick, so I might just get to that.
All right, so
You need to go back to
right.
recipes.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom. Awesome.
Oh yes, by the Valley Ho. I loved that place. Yeah. I loved that place. I was very upset when that went out.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. And it was a limited contract with the Valley Ho, so at one point it was going to go. And we've seen that with some of these places where it's just like, oh well, you're gone. And I think, were they doing
Tom.
well? Yeah, very cool. I think you're talking about this guy right here.
I think it's like
Which is we made the lamp a part of this. It's actually just hanging shells, and we thought this will make a lamp, and it works just great now, doesn't it? I like it.
So I added. So this was 1.5 ounces of light rum, and I did 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. It calls for a teaspoon of grapefruit juice.
Have that right there.
Yes.
I think this is going to add to that coral that's
Going to
name checked in the name of the cocktail. The
reuse
coral
my
color.
spoon over here.
Reuse spoon, of course.
We're not fancy.
We don't stand on ceremony or anything, Max.
And then I'm going to cheat a little bit because it calls for a teaspoon of apricot liqueur, which I did not know until this afternoon that we had run out of. So
yeah, it was recently. Very recently that we killed the apricot. It took a really long time. It was one of those bottles where you're like, oh, there's like 2 ounces left. Use this up. And then use a 1/2 ounce.
They're
and
both
a 1/2 ounce,
stone
and a 1/2
fruits.
ounce and a 1/4 ounce. And you're still using it up.
That was more than a teaspoon, though.
All right.
All right.
Heavy pour. Oh, well.
All right.
So
That
we're
was
using
more like a teaspoon.
the peach
yes,
instead.
I'm using peach.
You know, it's a similar flavor profile for the purpose.
Yeah,
and
I
other
feel like
stone
I need
fruit.
a little more since I over poured on that. I feel like I need
Now you need a little more
another
grapefruit.
drip of grapefruit juice to keep it balanced.
Carefully, carefully.
I'm being careful.
Notice how she slips this in, you know, with finesse.
There we go. And a little more rum to keep it balanced.
Well, we got to keep it balanced, you know.
That's right. Okay.
You don't want it to go off.
Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. We gotta drink more of this because it's heavy.
I guess it's daiquiri time because I got a lot of that rum over here.
Dang.
Well, you know, in the summer, get the large bottle of rum. Because certainly if you have people over, the small bottle of rum starts to go down fast.
All right.
So 175 is there for a reason.
All right.
You know? And a really nice light rum, that'll do well through so many things. And you can certainly make the old Hemingway daiquiri, cue the grapefruit juice, and that's a lot of fun. That's a good thing. Mr.
This is a...
Senor Agua, I believe, gave you that one.
Oh my gosh, the ice is all sticky together.
Oh, shucks. Slightly warm. It's not really warm out here right now. It's very temperate.
It's nice.
It's like really super nice. Like before it gets, whoa.
It's not blasting heat out here.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to whoa yet. Although apparently on the weekend we're talking low 90s and it's going to make it steamy.
I know.
I put the dehumidifier on. I've already cranked out like 6 containers of water. I'm making water over here. Shake with ice and strain into a chilled cocktail glass. Well, we have a cocktail.
We forgot to chill our cocktail
We didn't
glass.
chill it.
But I have
we
a
didn't.
Trader Vic's cocktail glass.
Well, how about that? Sounds kind of perfect. And away we go.
And Tom is back.
Yeah, and I'm back.
Lisa's sister is like Edith Bunker. Oh. Well, Edith Bunker was sweet. So
Well, you know, she was, oh, she.
All right, strain. And there's a little bit of extra.
Oh, Tom had to move because the video froze over here.
Oh, no. Wait, don't jostle
spill.
my drink.
Don't jostle the bar, fool.
Nobody called you fool to your face.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Phil Mart is here. Hello!
Yes!
Hey, Phil.
Hello. Okay, so...
Soundtrack to Double the Goldfinger. That's my favorite complete Bond soundtrack, hands down. That whole thing is unbelievable.
Garnishing
Just
it
great.
with
I mean, it's got a fantastic
twist.
theme. Not my favorite of the themes, but it's killer. It's absolutely killer. But the whole score behind that, the whole bomb run on Fort Knox.
Hi,
man.
Marcy.
Oh, that's just a fantastic piece of music.
105 and... Oh, my
Whoa!
gosh.
Bang!
Just tell me it was a dry heat.
Yeah, they always say, what's a dry heat? And you go out in there and you're like, I'm going to die by melting into the sidewalk right now.
Gene Stapleton was
You know?
friends with Gettysburg Mayor's
Hey!
uncle. I love that.
yeah.
This is delicious.
I've actually heard that she was a great lady. I've also heard that, like, contrary to very popular belief, no relation to Maureen Stapleton. I always thought that. People said that. Yeah, well, they were full of it.
Those people were full of it.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
All right, I
that's
realized
a
what
good
else I
one.
forgot, so I'm going to go get it, and I'll be back.
What could we possibly
be
forgot?
missing,
Can
right?
you take that?
Yeah. Later, we can take that.
Remove that. Thank you. I know. Need a bigger bar. I'm just saying. All right, let's catch up. Oh, Aaron. Accidentally bought 3 apricot liqueurs. I didn't know until this afternoon we didn't have it. I kind of didn't have time to go out after that, so. Oh yeah. The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Oh, you know what I was watching last week for my Bachelor Pad article in the upcoming Bachelor Pad magazine? I was watching If It's Tuesday, This Must Be Belgium. And she has a cameo role in that. Patricia Rutledge. She plays the tour guide at the museum. So funny. But you hear that voice, and you're like, that's Hyacinth. It's really funny. Okay. Oh. I love it. Oh. Onslow. I love Onslow. I love Onslow. I love Daisy. I love Rose. I love all of them. Sheridan. Sheridan. I have no idea what he forgot. Oh, it won't be that hot at Ohana. Oh. Oh, Tom, your costume's going to be hot. My costume, thankfully, is not. Paul's is going to be hot. But, yeah. Oh, 105 in Palm Springs. I just hope it was a dry heat.
Mm-hmm. I say. People say that. Then you go walking out and you go, it's dry heat. It's not that bad. Oh, man. It is better than the humidity, I will tell you, having grown up with that.
Oh.
Although I also grew up by the ocean.
See you later.
Yeah. Hey, we will see you in no time at all.
Oh. You heard that? Thanks.
Excuse me. Anyway, this next drink calls for a footed grapefruit.
Lisa
bowl.
says I'm Onslow. Errol says, good night, Errol.
Perfect. This next drink calls for a footed grapefruit bowl. We have these. I'm not 100% sure where they are right now, so I'm going to use this thing, which is actually a candy dish. But it will work.
David says it was tough since we weren't acclimated. So David was there.
Yep.
Oh.
Bond Street.
Bond Street's a good one.
That's a good vote. That's a good vote.
Oh, Tom, I can't wait. I hope you're not at the... okay, last year, your crawl was at the same time as our crawl. So I did make it over.
Had a miss. Yep.
I did make it over.
Yeah, I really didn't because I was minding the fort, but you did it. It was good. It's good.
But I hope we won't be at the same time this year.
Was that the Western Bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I still have the remains of one of those bottles of the sarsaparilla. Not quite sarsaparilla.
Jeremy says tonight's show kind of has a blacklight psychedelic look to it.
Well, yeah. These fluorescent colored bulbs have this really sort of blacklight thing going on, don't they? And they really glow. And I've noticed that the LED bulbs have a similar thing, but the fluorescents really kick that look. And they're still available. They're pretty long lasting. They're just obsolete by now.
Eric's in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, yep, she's in black. Anyway, going back to our next hat trick is a little something which Vic, in the newest Vic book, which is not in front of me. That is the...
I put it away because we were using old Vic's books.
Old Vic's books. This one still has a few tricks up its sleeve. This is called... What is the actual name?
Trader Vic's Tiki Party.
The Tiki Party book. Okay, that should be currently available many places. Well worth your time. I know all these classics are there for a reason. They're great. If you're interested in collecting them, do.
They're there for a reason.
Don't neglect the newest book. There's some interesting things in there, including all the variations on the Gremlin. Now, back in the day when Vic's was hosting a lot of sailors who were about to ship off for the South Pacific, and he'd serve them a pretty stiff one and they needed it, well, he came up with a lot of things that were based on the airplanes that were flying. And at the end of the day, I think they're really all Scorpion variations, but he had, like, based on how many people, it would depend on the name of the drink. You know, there was, like, the single-seat Gremlin, there was the flying boat, and there was the B-17. And you can see in the Vic's book, The Bartender's Guide, you can see a picture of the actual vessel into which you're supposed to put the B-17, but it doesn't actually feature the recipe in here. So you actually have to go to the newest book to find something called the PB-2I-2. The PB-2I-2 Gremlin was the plane was a flying boat, and that's probably a two-seater. So that's what we're going to make here. This is one of the first things I made in there, and I thought it was pretty fun, and it was pretty cool. So what we're going to do...
Would you rather just have, like, a drink bowl?
No. I'm going to use what it calls for. And we're going to go from there. I'm going to use a candy dish. This looks exactly like the footed grapefruit bowl.
For a giant grapefruit.
For a giant grapefruit. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Mutant
we'll be
grapefruit.
Good. I would like the Lightroom again, please.
I bet you would.
Yeah, I would like that, wouldn't I?
Here we go.
I remember being at the party for the Vegas Vicks and asking for this and like, we're not making those tonight. Oh well.
Oh, thank you,
They made a lot of my times, though.
Oh, Errol's my Onslow and I'm the Daisy. Love that.
So, shot of light rum.
Oh, Phil and Holly from this morning. Oh, who are Phil and Holly from this morning? I want to know now, Eric.
Oh.
Gotta let us know.
I'm thinking of Will and Holly, which is...
Oh, Amy, you went. Oh, I'm so envious that you went at Wusong Road.
The search for Tiki. Oh, at Wusong.
So fun.
I forgot to drop into the comments on that. Like, if anybody was interested to keep the party going, join us tonight and do some Vicks drinks. Well, silly eye.
I am so envious.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. I'm just catching up. Hold on.
Waiting patiently.
Okay, right.
Ounce of dark rum. Okay, switching. Half ounce of curacao after that. Again, we could use a
We're gonna
Marnier.
have a fun night.
Yeah, it is a fun night so far, isn't it? Uh-huh.
I don't think I have a meeting until 11 tomorrow. I hope.
So I'll take the curacao and then the orange juice.
Orange, then orange.
Orange and orange. Marnier doesn't actually label itself as either curacao or triple sec. I think it used to call itself triple. And then all the imitators came in and they said, forget
it's
it.
A brandy.
We're just Marnier is what we are. So that's what they do. Half ounce of this. That's a good thing to put in this, yeah. I would use Marnier in anything.
It's really not a curacao.
Marnier is absolutely a curacao.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't like curacao.
The curacao recipe that you made, it was brandy based. They call themselves a liqueur, but they had to drop the triple sec. You can take a look at their site. They talk specifically about that. I'm taking 1.5 ounces of orange juice.
Because when I have curacao, it does not taste like Marnier.
It doesn't. And this is part of the thing, is that all these folks were selling something, oh, this is just like Marnier. Yeah, no, it's not. And Marnier got sick of it, so they just like whipped out the description entirely. Marnier is just Marnier.
Could this have a few more ingredients?
Nope.
Okay.
3/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice. I need that guy right there.
I'm not sure you have 3/4 of an ounce.
I'll sub some lime. You're absolutely right.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. That's why we
do that.
That's why we did that. Actually, 1/4 ounce of lime juice. I got a 1/4 ounce of lime, and then 3/4 of the lemon. And here we go. I probably switched the proportions on that, and that's fine. 1/4 ounce of the grenadine. I'm going to use a little more of that. That's kind of a little grenadine with all this juice and stuff going on.
No wonder you need a candy dish.
Yeah, you see, it's a large thing. There we go. That's perfectly fine. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
My co-host. So all that goes in. It doesn't look like much yet. Now, I still have all this crushed ice. Vic's has this huge bin of crushed ice behind the bar. Their bartenders are constantly dipping in, grabbing a scoop, pouring it in. That's what goes in your Mai Tai. If you have an ice crusher, sort of a commercial ice crusher, that's a fine idea. I'm done with this. I'm going to bust this out of my way. The next thing Vic's is going to do with this is put it on this.
Aaron! Okay, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm. The mug.
Yes. Hi, Pepper Tree. Good to see you. And Colonel Keg, hello.
There are several between us, but I'm trying to think of what you can possibly see.
That's
actually a statue of Eve. Bust. That's a bust.
Is it this one? Oh, I've got to turn on the lights. Duh. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
there. That's better.
That's
better.
Yep.
Okay.
If you can see this guy, which is pretty dark from your perspective, that's actually for
Otto Shrunken Head.
This was, I think, their 20th anniversary. Anyway, this is pretty obscure. This thing that's glowing is actually one of those.
Colonel Keg. Wait till I tell you. The diving helmet clock was free. My mother picked that up on the free table at her building.
Hello. Fits in here just fine. Put a new battery in it.
Score.
It's working like a charm.
Oh, okay. And then this one is a decanter. From the Mai Kai.
Yep.
This one is the mug from Inuhele.
Inuhele. Hard to see that. So
and then this is a little coffee mug.
A little coffee mug. He's talking about the coffee mug.
Oh, we got that at Goodwill.
Yeah.
But it's, what does it say on the bottom?
Carefully. Nothing whatsoever.
It's old.
So this clearly came from like Odagiri or something and had the sticker.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you who made this or what, but this little guy is very familiar. I think there are several things you can find up on the net that have this pattern.
The net.
So, the net, the interwebs. I want to make a drink.
Oh my God, startled me. Thank you, Pepper Tree.
Sorry about that, Chief.
Oh, yeah, the innuendos will happen, Eric says.
You don't say. And pour into your footed grapefruit bowl.
Go back to your Vicks too.
Look at that. That fills that nicely. Glad I chose a long one.
You need some different straws, though.
Yeah, I do.
All right, hold on.
I need some things which actually interface a little better with this whole concept.
What else do you need?
Bitters, please. I'll take some...
Why don't you hand me your old glass, as long as I'm going, and the empty lemon juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Limon.
What else? What else can I get rid of?
Everything else is in use.
Okay.
So
all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Yep. There we go. So I'm going to see if I have a suitable stir stick from Vic, because, and I might Let me see if this works. There we go. A menehune. It's a little tall for this, but it perches nicely. I'm going to do that right there. So we got that. Looking for a shorty straw so this works properly. A bowl like this is not quite the whole cava bowl thing or that big communal thing with the long straws.
Can you put these in the fridge, please?
Glad to. Yep.
Weren't you supposed to have a gardenia?
I was. You know what?
Okay. I don't have a real gardenia, but I can
No, we don't.
fake a gardenia.
We can fake one. And hey, this is all about tiki, which is, hey, what the heck? I'm going to do the correct thing and put this between us because we can both enjoy this. This is actually, I think, sort of a Christmassy straw, but I like them a lot for this purpose.
There we go.
There you go. Float a gardenia on top. If you happen to have edible gardenias, please use one. I remember, was it last year at Ohana in September, where you were presented with an actual flower lei?
Yes.
All the ladies got a flower lei. And we didn't really know who it was, and I was like, wait, that's Ed. That was Ed from Ninth Wave. Without the glasses and the hat, it's like, wait a minute. Oh, that was Ed. Yeah. It was
Well, not all
so
of the
lovely.
ladies. All of the ladies that were sitting with me.
That were sitting with you got
Three
them
of us,
anyway.
but-
Yeah. The men didn't get those. So this is the PB2I2, meant to be shared. Shall you?
Double fisting here.
That's still really good.
So good.
That's still really good. The light rum, the dark rum, that balances out so nicely.
2 straws so they can drink it Archie Comics style.
Yeah, seriously. Veronica!
Boutte! Jay!
Yeah. Laugh while you can, monkey boy. And my favorite line.
Oh yeah, Woosung Road. Oh, Tom, yeah. When you're in Boston, you got to go Woosung Road.
You got to go to
It's in
Woodlawn.
Cambridge.
You will really appreciate
so
it.
Good.
The funny thing is when you drive towards there.
Oh my gosh, did you see this?
Via, just a moment, via the usual suspects, you pass this large college on the river. And like, oh, must be some university of some repute. Hilarious. Anyway. PBY. Wow. Oh, no way.
Bill, Paul, reading your comment.
I would not be able to identify any of those airplanes at 40 paces. So it's amazing that you're able to see that. Although there's actually, of course, we have a military base not that far from us, which is also an operating commercial airport at Stewart. And occasionally we see some vintage aircraft flying over, like some big four-engine thing, big four-engine prop thing. And I'm like, oh, what do we have there? And then we see some massive, massive transport planes, which are definitely military. And occasionally some, one of those big helicopters with an Osprey. We've seen a couple Ospreys go over. Wow, they're noisy. Anyway.
Marcy, Woosung Road is so great. Did you see Jeremy's comment? If I don't have a candy dish, can I substitute a pretty clean dog food bowl?
My recommendation for you is to make that
you know what?
Is to make that a very clean dog food bowl.
I feel like if
unless you're sharing it with Fido.
I was going to say, I feel like that's between you and the dog.
It can't be between the dog and the... Oh,
I love all the Bond.
all the Goldfinger stuff.
Yes, yeah.
No, just killer, not to make any jokes or anything. Or at Goldfinger himself, of course, is vicious. All he cares about is gold. He loves only gold.
Monkey boy.
Hey, it's over the Tiki Tea.
Hi, Dennis. Good to see you.
Name checked the Tiki Tea earlier, although I was talking about our local joint up there in New Paltz.
Envious.
Man, one does envy. Hello.
I'm envious.
My favorite quote from...
Were you in Palm Springs too?
Just asking.
So jealous.
My favorite quote from the Buckra Banzai, of course, also comes from Lizardo, which is, "Shut up, big booty, you coward! You're the weakest individual I ever know!"
Oh, Pepper Tree. Oh, thank you. Thank you for telling us, because I feel like some people had trouble with the broadcast earlier, so...
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh,
We were
made by Westwood, Aaron says. Thank you. Thank you for looking that up.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay.
Westwood.
You know what? We have another Westwood mug, too, which, now that I think about it,
It's kind of a
kind
pair.
of resembles it. No. It's completely different, but...
What about our napkin holder? Isn't that a pretty similar sort of pattern?
Yes.
Asking.
All the napkins just fell out of it.
Yep,
But...
that's the guy. This is kind of like holding him up. familial
They
resemblance.
probably both came from Sears.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, this guy's cool. This, I think, was also a thrift store find.
We got that at Goodwill. I remember that.
This one has no label on it anymore, so I can't tell you whether it was an Odagiri. It does say Japan. So this is the period where a lot of these ceramics were coming from Japan. And this is in quite nice shape, and I like it a lot, and I like where it came from.
Oh, you can't see the drink for the computer. Oh, move it over there.
Oh, shucks. You know what? I was doing that whole thing where like two could share, but we need to be able to see.
All right.
I'll
just have to get a longer straw.
Hello. You just have to get a longer straw. And there we go. My orchid is capsizing, but, you know, the plastic orchid has a tendency to do that. Just saying. An actual orchid, you can get them shipped to you. I hope there are not supply line problems on such things. And the edible flowers are fun. We've actually seen those available in some markets.
No worries.
Oh, she's got it. Totally doing fine.
I had to.
Things you got to do, you know?
I had to. Oh, Holly asks, does the term toad in the hole offend him? And he says, no, but sausage in the hole sounds fantastic. Oh. So,
Keg, we got your number going on right here. I'm drinking the keg. Well, no, it's not a rum keg, but it is, in fact, the PB2I2, which is the large gremlin. Apparently, there was a 4-person version of this called the V17. Now, chances are it was just 2 of these, larger bowl, because why go crazy inventing new drinks when it's just a larger drink? And Vicks was inventing drinks like mad at the time. A lot of them have gone by the wayside, and you don't really hear people ordering a PB2I2 and a Vicks these days. Hey, they should. This is a good bowl. This is every bit as reputable as a Scorpion, which people order all the time.
Every bit as reputable.
All the time.
Oh, the
similar sorts
capsized.
of ingredients.
It not only sunk, it capsized.
I was just name-checking the fact that the plastic gardenia capsized like mad, as plastic is bound to do.
There we go.
Pretty hilarious.
I'll make it face front. Even though it's sunk.
Very good.
It's sunk. Way to go improvising.
Folks,
I am good at improvisation.
You got to do what you got to do. And you know, Tiki T, where our buddy Tiki Deek is currently at, apparently.
Yeah.
Must have one of these behind the bar. It's a must to have. I like this. It's a frat maker. That's a New England term for you. Or a cabinet maker. That's a Rhode Island term for you.
Depending on where you live.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And but it's a shake maker. And Vicks thought, this is brilliant. This is great. This is actually even better than the Blendor, because the Blendor, you got to like make it, pour, clean it out. This one, you just replace the metal cup. If you have 10 of these, you can just keep rinsing those and just keep cycling them in and out. Great way to go. You want to make 40 Mai Tais, you're going to make them 4 at a time in one of these things. Bang. Pour, 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 pour. Do the next one. Pour, pour. I've seen Vicks bartenders do this. They literally have like 20 glasses lined up, and they're just like bang, 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 bang. Top it with this. Throw in the mint. Throw in the lime shell. Straw. Boom. There you go.
The 40 Mai Tais.
40 Mai Tais.
40 Mai Tais made me think.
It's astonishing.
How to cook humans.
Yeah.
How to cook for humans. How to cook for 40 humans.
Yeah. Thank you. You got to watch out for things like popping out of your glass with these things. These straws have a tendency to be a little buoyant. Yeah.
Got to hold on to your straw.
The better bowls out there in ceramic will have holes through which the straws go, and they will hold the straw in place. What a nice idea. We have no scorpion bowl behind us, which has scorpions. And the tail of the scorpion actually has a hole where you can put a pick, and then you can put a cherry on that pick. And I believe this comes to us from Thor.
Yep.
I don't believe Thor's watching, but he should be. Yeah.
Well, we need
This is really cool. We actually picked that up from the man himself.
Dump those matchbooks out and put them in something else so we can
enjoy
use
a bowl.
Scorpion bowl for scorpions.
Well, you got a wide straw there. I need a double straw.
I don't know what kind of machine Spike has on Spike's Breezeway cocktail, but it works good too.
Okay.
Oh, Ellen waits. Oh, yeah. Actually, we do have some updates. Thank you for asking. So,
we will tell you right off the bat that the film production process, even for a really, really short, really, really inexpensive, Inexpensive is in air quotes because to you, from your wallet right now, you'd go, bawang! No, it's not that inexpensive.
How much to make a movie?
But in terms of like what Hollywood would do, yeah, this is inexpensive.
How do you get
the process is
out of my
exactly the same as something Spielberg would do with like 5 fewer zeros. You got to go through the same paperwork, the same processes, the same casting, the same gathering the crew, the same securing things, the same getting insurance. Every single step of the way is a different sort of pain. And you've been shouldering a hell of a lot of the pain. But we've been on some of these conference calls.
Yes, How to Serve Mankind. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
To serve man.
But
anyway,
we got
updates.
Okay. This is going to be really boring to anyone who's not interested in making movies. But
if you are.
To lock down our location, we had to have insurance. So we thought, okay, no problem.
Sure.
So we got quoted.
Obviously, you would have insurance.
For a 5-day, well, the shoot's only 2 days, but we need the space for 5 days.
So you got to build out for a couple of days. 2 days to set up. Yep.
2 days to shoot, 1 day to break down. We got quoted for 5 days in our space, $2,100 plus. Like, what?
That's 1/10 of our budget.
So
good grief.
We went looking, and pro tip: don't buy short-term production insurance. Just sign up for a year-long policy because you pay for that by the month. So, and you can cancel at any time.
A few months in, if you decide to cancel because, hey, I'm not producing right now, go on.
So we got enough insurance to secure our location. So we secured our location. So we have a location, but
locked in.
We have to make sure everyone is COVID-free 2 days before production, but you can only cancel up to 3 days before production. So
really?
Either everyone in your cast has to be negative, or we have to get COVID insurance. So there's that. But I filed paperwork with Screen Actors Guild today, and we have a meeting tomorrow about a payroll house, because you don't just pay people, you got to go through a payroll house.
A lot of that is wrapped up in workers' comp and all of the withholding. And yes, I'll leave that to the accountants because I don't need to be sitting there figuring that out and making sure I get it right. Because I haven't done it before.
Elizabeth's the same. Would love an explanation on that Instagram story of Paul pushing a DVD holder case. Yeah, because we're building a store. Our set is a store.
Set's a store.
So we found this local kid who we needed a shopping cart because that's part of the story.
Part of the story.
So I found this kid.
We actually found a cart on the street during cleanup week, and we took that home. Mm-hmm. There's a longer story to that, which I won't go into here. PM me. And then we needed another cart because we had to have one cart idling and one cart being used. So you took a look around up on what, Marketplace or something?
I found a kid on Facebook Marketplace who had a shopping cart who turned out lives like
really close.
Walking distance from
Walking
us.
distance
so
indeed.
We bought the shopping cart, and then he heard we were interested in big stuff because we need a set. So then we bought a customer service sign from him.
He said, I got some stuff. So you had that. Long, large, quite a good piece to put on the set.
And then he had the DVD case. So we're putting together our set from this kid, really, who collects store stuff.
Well, he's provided some very significant items anyway.
Yeah, he has.
And, it was one thing to have a shopping cart. We just wheeled that home. It was nothing of a sign. We just carried that home. But then we had a DVD, display unit, which was not particularly heavy, but also unwieldy. So I got the hand truck on that. And that was what the hell I was doing, crating up the sidewalk.
But there's no way it would fit in our car.
No.
We had to just wheel it home.
Way too bulky.
So when we need to get it to set, we're just going to have to rent a truck.
Everything's going to go in a truck. Because we also need display racks. Anybody out there have, commercial metal display racks? Could be pretty rudimentary.
Oh my God, they're so expensive.
I know. Jeez.
They're so expensive.
I bought 2 years ago to store LPs. They worked great. They're in the cellar right now.
Eric says, when the group Portishead made the short film To Kill a Dead Man, during the title sequence, they said something to the effect of how they underestimated the effort involved for even a short. Amen.
Oh, good God.
Amen to that.
You're doing exactly what the big boys do.
Oh, thanks, Elizabeth.
Writ small, which means, and I don't mean boys as in it's a boys club. It is. But I mean, big boys, I mean, like everybody. All the big folks do these projects, right? You're doing exactly the same steps, just with a fewer zeros attached to them. That's it. You have to do exactly the same parts to make it work.
If you want to go through the union, which I'm union, so I have to. It's not even like we could say, oh, we'll just do this non-SAG. No, I'm SAG. No. I got to go through the union.
You got to do it or get fired.
Even if nobody else in this film is union, I'm union. So we got to go through the union. Yeah. So you have to have a COVID compliance officer. You have to have a set medic. So we found out that on a low budget film, they can kind of be the same person. Because the COVID compliance officer just has to make sure people are wearing their masks.
And boy, you know what? We actually happen to know an RN who works at a local university, state system. And I'm thinking, oh, I'd hire her in a minute. And I'd say, take this course and be a COVID compliance person. And she'd be like rock and roll. But
she has to work.
She has to work.
You know.
It's summer session. You know what? Duty calls. And that's simply the fact.
But
we'll continue to look around.
What else can we share about this movie?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so you have to go through a SAG-approved payroll house.
Yep.
You have to have...
Which is fine.
A doomsday amount of insurance.
Well, because if actual catastrophe occurs, you will need...
I don't want to be on the hook.
$1 million worth of event. Although, as it turns out, the maximum is $2 million, so apparently only 2 people can have an incident. So y'all better be safe out there. Just saying. Oh. Hey, I will work very carefully and slowly using all of the appropriate tools.
What else?
What else is going on? Well, let's see.
What else can we say?
We're talking about casting, and we don't have a lot to say about that, except that you had a good hot tip from your singing teacher, who might just be helping out by getting this to some people he knows. So that could be good. I won't say too much about that. I don't want to talk about the casting process in case this is an issue with anything. But it's a little arcane itself, but there are ways to actually get...
Yes, Lisa.
Get to people more directly.
Yes, Lisa and RN could do that. Mm-hmm. And apparently the course, like all these places... They love to just soak showbiz people for cash. Because they're like, oh, you can take this COVID compliance course and it's only $50. But apparently Johns Hopkins offers it for free online. So I'm like, or I could take it
for free. Have my person take that for free.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I would take it myself, but I can't do the medical. I mean, I can give you I give my Boy Scout Band-Aid training, but, that's not too much. You need a professional. But I would gladly...
No, actors do that.
Actors do what?
Take the COVID compliance course, because when you're not working, you could just go be a COVID compliance officer.
But you can't be a medical on set.
No, but you could be the COVID compliance person.
I'd be a CCO in a second. Sure, why not?
But...
Makes pretty good money.
You'll be busy doing the sound.
Yeah, I couldn't be that for this because I don't want to be busy doing half a dozen things, among them the audio portion. But if anybody knows a local RN who wouldn't mind actually working for a few days on a set, get in touch, please. Yeah. So there we go. Well, that was a 2i2. Oh, and there it goes. Never to return. It was perched. It wasn't actually inside the glass.
All right, well, I'm going to take it away.
Oy. Here we go. Manihuni. Manihuni away.
I brought out some shandies.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Keep being convivial.
My middle name. I'm going to move these over here. Move this just a little bit that way. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. I like to share a little bit of what's going on so you know what's happening without being boring about it. A lot of this is bureaucracy and process. When we're talking about the union, I'm good with the rules because they know how to do it. And I'm good with the rules because it's designed to keep safety prominent and to keep people paid and to keep procedure going and to keep people from doing stupid things like, oh, I didn't get insurance. You didn't get insurance for a film project? When those Klieg lights fall on you, you'll wish you had insurance, just saying. You don't go driving around in New York State without insurance. You're not going to make a film either. That's wise.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, sword fighting. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Big fun, huh?
I didn't get used to it.
which didn't get used. The copper did not get used, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nursing school. Oh, that's a good idea, Amy. I love it.
Taking that advice. We have nursing schools around here. We have a medical school just up the hill over there.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy. I love it. The streaming, you clicked away from your comment.
No, I was scrolling down and it popped me because new comments are coming in fast and furious. So, come on, stop that. Production trucks. That reminds me of my old habitat in Financial District. They were filming all the time down there, one project or another. And you would see Desi and Lucy. If you know what Desi and Lucy are, drop it in the comments. And you would see all of the other trucks, and you would see a ton of grips and PAs. And occasionally I would actually see a camera and things were happening. But there were a lot of side alleys in Financial, which looked great for doing the cop shows.
Oh, yeah, Marcy. Yeah, you do. You have to test all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Seriously. It's like our brother-in-law is testing every day, I think, just to go into work because he's the business school.
I don't think it's every day.
It used to be. Maybe it's not anymore.
Week.
Maybe it's not anymore. This is the second time I've banged into this thing over here. So, just saying. EMT training classes. Ooh, that's
Great
good.
idea.
Oh, yeah.
Great idea.
Thank you. I'm glad for that. I think to myself, where am I going to find this? Find the students. The students actually would like to build a resume. I would be glad to actually have them take care of that sort of thing. So
I'm trying to think who we still need to hire. We still need to hire that. We still need to hire a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
Wardrobe is yours truly.
Hair and makeup, HMU, one swell foop.
I'm not. Well, yeah, because there's not really anything to do for hair, but
should be easy.
Smooth it.
Should be easy.
That's what they always do to me. They smooth my hair.
Can a final net, fine tooth comb.
I guess I have frizzy hair.
Boom, done.
They smooth my hair.
Your hair's not particularly frizzy. Yeah.
Well, it's darn smooth.
Smooth anyway. Mine has been straight forever, and it kind of still
is.
Good
night, Gettysburg.
Hey,
man.
Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, and the VIP. We'll check that out momentarily. We'll take no time.
Oh, thank you. All
much
right.
appreciated.
You want a shandy?
I would love shandy. So, Amy,
we have beer too.
Amy, who is still here, this is a beer. Amy, who is still here, suggested that we decide to check out this Gansett product over here. And the new multi-pack from Narragansett actually has their flagship, and it's got the lemon shandy, and it's got the black cherry shandy.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh, boy. It's refreshingly different, it says. True. So
we need a still photographer.
We're going to try this, but...
We need a still photographer.
Oh, favorite counter person. Now, that's a pretty good idea, too. Although we might have a lead on makeup. That's a great
idea.
We might have a lead on makeup, which would probably be close enough for H and HMU. So we happen to have, we did pick up the multi-pack. We've got the Gansett Black Cherry Shandy. I will actually fake that I've never tried this before.
So I was going to say, spoiler alert, we already tried it.
And I will try it right now.
All right.
There we go.
I'm trying to decide if I want this or something else.
It's good. It has a distinct cherry flavor without being sweet, sweet, sweet. It's got that note that says, oh yeah, that's cherry.
I'll be in the spirit.
But it's kind of got like that bitter stone fruit note without being Robitussin.
I like it a lot better than I thought I would. I thought it would be horrible.
There's another product that we were trying recently that really tastes like Robitussin, so I gotta say.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold it. Wait. Saturday should be a choreographed sword fighting event just held by Adrian Paul. Oh, okay. I know who that is. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Colonel Keg, thank you.
Thank you.
So sweet.
The Foster's cans. I remember when they were steel cans, which was hilarious.
Oh, Lisa, you're so sweet. Thank you.
And they had the attached pop top like these guys. But I remember at the time...
Foster's oil cans.
I remember at the time thinking, this is like a 60s beer can, which doesn't have any pop top, and you had to use the church key. And I remember finding a church key and popping them that way. I just felt like that was very appropriate. And it was really great to be able to put like 2 kinks into the can.
I feel like this has no right to be good, but it's actually good.
I feel like Gansett has every right to make this a great beer, and it's good. It is.
Oh, Amy, thank you. Yes, sure. I would love to chat.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, will travel is one thing. Knows in the area is another thing. Glad to talk to people. Glad to talk to anybody. Much appreciated. Yeah.
I can't decide whether we need cozies or to pour these out into something else.
If I had two cozies up right at my fingers.
I put them right down here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, what the heck. We've shown off the cans. This is Gansett. This is actually made.
That sounds like something else. We showed off the cans.
Where is it made? Yeah, it kind of does.
It
claims Providence, which is true. There is actually, I believe it's literally Pawtucket, to tell you the truth. But the beer itself, I believe, is brewed in Utica. Could be wrong. They don't quite have the capacity they used to when they were in Cranston. That's been a long time.
Cranston.
Yeah. Cranston just sounds like what it is. It sounds like a good place to roll out a beer.
Okay, hold on.
At one point, Narragansett was the dominant beer throughout New England because they had really good market share, and they were the beer you got at Fenway. So that's good placement.
Oh God, the different ballparks. Oh,
the ballparks and what they served. Right here in New York, you got two big stadiums.
Oh, Amy wants to know if she should get the shandy.
I recommend this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I recommend the black cherry.
If you mean for Ohana, it's anything.
If you mean for that?
Anything for the cooler as well.
Sure. These are all donations. If you have capacity and you would like to throw it down on the cooler, it's there for you. I mean,
yes,
we'll stock that with whatever we got and leave some room because people will stop by and say, "Could you use a 6 of hams?" I'm like, "Yeah, throw it in. Sure, why not? You got room for Rainier? Sure. Dixie? Sure.
Rainier. No one's ever offered us Rainier. Do they even still make Rainier?
I believe they do. I believe they would be the Pabst company. Pabst absorbed a lot of the small labels.
Wait,
National Bohemian, there's a good idea.
Rainier.
Rainier beer.
Am I spelling it wrong?
Nope, you got it right. Try Rainier beer.
Rainier beer. Okay, hold.
It sounds like near beer.
It sounds like near beer, yeah.
Nope.
Rainier beer.
It's beer.
Oh, you can still buy it. Okay, all right, all right.
Still available. And there's a lot of stuff. There's shirts, there's T-shirts, there's a whole koozie going on. Hello.
Is Rainier still being made? The brand is currently owned and operated by who else? Pabst Brewing Company.
Pabst absorbed all the small labels.
If anyone could bring us some Rainier, we would be
pretty awesome.
That would be amazing. I think we just need to. Oh, Phil's here. Speaking of Robitussin, the Royal Hawaiian abbreviated their 1944 Vic Mai Tai as Vic's 44.
Vic's 44!
Wow. No.
Oh,
I love it.
Formula 44.
Oh, Amy's got Spam for us. Thank you, Amy.
Please.
Aww.
That's killer. I remember.
We love you guys.
I remember when you had the kosher Spam. And I remember explaining very carefully to the recipient that, well, it's not really kosher, but she was good with it. And I'm like, well, then I can make somebody happy.
Lisa says
it's so easy.
It's good. Do the Old Man Beer Challenge. Should we spill what this year's is going to be so people can start boning up?
You might as well know your enemy before you face them.
All right.
The kicker is that I'm running low on possible challenges to do, but I'm far from over. So here's the kicker. I thought that we needed
his choice, and now his chance is over.
Not quite.
If you get that, then
there you go.
There's a prize for you.
So the kicker is, I am hot on the trail. I need 4, right? There's always 4 contenders in the challenge. The challenge is not a contest. There are no prizes. Well,
there will be prizes.
Well, there is. There is a grand prize, which is yet to be determined. TBD. But it's
going to be good.
This year, I've decided we're going to go very mid-century with these types of things, with some very recognizable brands, and we're going to think of like mid-60s Playboy and all the advertisements for malt liquor. This year, it's a malt liquor challenge.
The Old Man Malt Liquor Challenge.
OMLC. Can you throw down on Colt 45 versus Old English? Let's see. Let your taste decide. We got a couple other things in the offing which qualify as malt liquor.
Just thinking about it.
And you're thinking to yourself, good God, this is horrible. Remember that your average malt liquor.
Oh, the Flaming Mo.
Flaming Mo.
The Flaming Mo.
Remember,
I do remember that.
Remember, folks, that the average malt liquor out there has lower gravity than your average IPA today. So it is not a very fearsome beer. It's frequently some sort of swill that some company is passing off as something that's very fearsome. But wrong.
When I think of it, all I can think of is the Saturday Night Live commercial. Cold cock.
Oh, cold cock. If I could find myself some cans of cold cock, we'll be serving it. I remember a sketch, I think it was on Mad TV, that was purportedly sponsored by Effed Up Malt Liquor. And they were having some fun, but the simple fact is that a lot of malt liquor companies, contemporary ones, are basically advertising Effed Up Malt Liquor. And I think it's like 4.8%. That IPA over there is about 8.8%. So it's like, this is not some crazy beer. What are you talking about? Jeez.
The whole time throughout the Old Man Malt Liquor Challenge, I'm just going to be going, cold cock.
Cold cock. Cold cock.
Does anyone remember? Am I the only one that remembers that? Cold cock.
That's another one. An SNL sketch. Pretty hilarious. Cold cock malt liquor.
I gotta find it. All right, hold
Cold
on.
cock, of course, was a real takeoff on all of those Billy D. Williams commercials. And he was advertising which one?
It was Colt 45.
Was he advertising
right?
Colt 45? So he was advertising malt liquor. Colt 45 was designed to be like a high gravity beer that's going to get you like, whoa.
Found it. All right.
There we go.
All right. I got to share the link. Hopefully, this will be the correct link. I'm trying to share it without, well, it's going to play the commercials.
It's going to play the commercials.
Mickey's Big Mouth. Yes, they do have
Mickey's.
Okay, so our local store has Mickey's, Colt 45, and Old English. So we need one more.
I will actually admit to you right now.
Colt 45, because tonight you're going to fight with your dad.
I will state.
Right, I just dropped the cold.
I will state right now that my major issue.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I'm dropping it on YouTube too. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Okay, I gotta share the love with everyone.
Thank you. You've got people. Take a look at your malt liquor. Here you go. Colt 45. Weren't there those commercials from the like late 60s into the early 70s that was like a guy is floating on the ocean with a sort of a knoll table and a chair, and a diver comes up and offers him a Colt 45 in a can, and he pours it, and he's like, yeah. And then the diver takes off the suit, and it's just like, hey, a gorgeous lady, you know. That was very Playboy, because he was in the white suit with the black pants. That's the thing, the white jacket, black pants. I remember that. Maybe we need to find those advertisements.
Oh, so many. This be it?
This could be a long vein. We might have it. We might just have that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it's a famous commercial because I just found it.
Found some versions of it. It looks very James Bond from here.
Surfing waiter.
Well, that sounds about right.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, pretty hilarious. Here's the kicker.
Oh wait, King Cobra at the Long Beach Blues Festival. Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
wow.
King Cobra.
Black Label. Oh my gosh, he's got Black Label stories.
I do have Black Label stories, mainly not being able to find it.
What about Heffenref for malt liquor? Oh, that'd be so good.
Phil, is Heffenref actually malt liquor? Is it categorized as such?
Oh well, you would know, yeah.
You would know.
Okay.
I could look it up. I'd have to check the gravity.
Oh,
what
Amanda,
it calls itself.
Hello, Amanda. Good to see you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
I got a lot of stuff at my feet. I'm sorry if I'm kind of like dancing around back here. But I'm thinking about, like, here's the kicker. And this is in a nutshell. I got 3 reputable old school malt liquors. I'm trying to avoid making the 4th one St. Ides. I really would not want to do that. Because that's really a bad Saturday night. So we're trying to, like, moderate if we can. There has to be a classic 4th malt liquor that I can use for this purpose. And the fact is they all taste alike, so they're perfect for the Old Man Malt Liquor Challenge. We'll make that happen. Yes, we will. Many people took it last year. Everyone failed except for 2. Suddenly I had 2 champions. I only had 1 prize. I feel like such a heel. We'll remedy that this year. Don't you worry. If you feel like your palate can tell the difference between the Colt 45 and the Old English.
Jamie says St. Ides was pretty popular back in the day.
Oh, they sold a lot of 40s. That's all I got to say. I remember seeing a fair amount of those being consumed in what were clearly barely concealed paper bags. And it was the stuff. And the thing is, it was this whole idea like, wow, this stuff is high gravity. It's about 4.8%. That is not impressive by any beer standards these days. I mean, that Russian Imperial Stout over there is 10%. Seriously? Guys, wake
Country
up.
Club. Oh, yeah.
Country Club.
Country Club. Can you? You can't still get that, can you?
We asked our local distributor, which has a huge selection. Truly amazing.
We got to go back and remind
said, look,
him.
I can get 3 out of 4. Can you get me 4? He said, I'll look into it. He's a good man. He finally turned a Ballantine in cans, so I got to say, good man for that.
Country Club malt liquor, where to buy?
There it is. There it is. 100 proof Country Club vodka.
Oh my God, you can buy it here. What?
Seriously?
Hold on, wait, what? What?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
No, you can't buy it.
You can't buy it at those places.
You can't buy it at those places. Hold on, I'm looking
Wrong.
at this now going like, no.
There's a vodka with that.
If you could,
This is actually
where
translating
to
your
buy
words.
near me? Oh, go away.
What happened to Country Club malt liquor, apparently?
Shop Country Club. Drizzly would like to deliver us Country Club malt liquor. Well, now I can drive to pick up my own Country Club
pick up
since
my
I
own
have no
liquor.
intention of drinking it myself.
I have,
Except I will take the challenge. I take the challenge every year.
I am glad to take it myself, and I will fail. I will fail miserably. And I'm the guy giving the challenge.
Oh, I will too.
Unless you take over from me, because you know full well how to challenge people. Oh.
Oh, drinking the bottom shelf. Oh my gosh,
I love it.
Phil says, I just Googled Heffenreffer. It was brewed by Narragansett. No! Wow.
Gansett. Awesome.
Oh,
Well, I remember
Oh,
the one person recently who I heard referring to this stuff called it Heffenrecker. And he is actually from Rhode Island, so, interesting. Okay, we're going to check it out.
Lisa's saying,
Yeah,
I'm
check
looking
it
it
out.
up and I see one called Country Club that is still made. We've got, okay, I have a new purpose.
We'll see what we can do.
I have a new Pre-Ohana
We'll
purpose.
see what we can do.
To find Country Club.
We're able to find Utica Club beer, which is very unusual in most places in the country, but we can find it locally. It's not that hard.
Oh, Elizabeth, thank you.
But it's not a malt liquor.
Thank you. See if Lee's Liquor in Vegas. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I love it.
You know, the funny thing is that some years ago for a scripted episode, we were looking for the serious bottom of the barrel, the bum wine.
This was so much fun.
And we were simply looking for, I believe, Ripple, which is no longer on the market, long gone. And then we were looking for, say, Thunderbird, and that was impossible too. And we finally settled on what?
MD.
We settled on MD.
Yeah.
This is really the bottom of the barrel when you're hitting MD. And you're kind of thinking, well, what was it, MD red or the blue one? Or was it the grape one? And like, oh, all of them are just not a good idea. And we shot our episode and it was perfectly fine. But I distinctly remember that the liquor store that we shopped at had inch-thick plexiglass. It's that kind of a liquor store. So you're really scraping the bottom shelf at that point in time. The malt liquor sounds like it's the bottom of the shelf. It's not necessarily, but it probably is. That's
Okay, so I'm just looking it up because when we were searching, one of the liquor stores we went into still had Night Train.
Night Train.
And I'm looking it up, and apparently Night
Express?
Train has shuffled off that mortal coil. But
The Night Train.
But when we were searching, you could still buy Night Train.
And Ode to Night Train.
Mad Dog Tickled Pink, Sweet Fluffy Cheese.
Oh, no.
Oh. All right, so I gotta find.
Oh, we have a note from Jimmy. Sol is still popular down here in the South. Sol, of course, being Mexican old man beer. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. He
Definitely.
did a Mexican old man beer challenge.
I think it was his second year. I said, let's go south of the border. You know, the Cerveza old man beer challenge. And,
that was. I can live with that.
That was a lot of
live
fun.
With that.
I don't think anybody took that one down. I think the maximum was like 2 out of 4.
I will take the old man malt liquor challenge, but
We did do north of the border too with
terrified
the Canadian old man beer because boy, you have some great contenders there. And one of our correspondents from Montreal took that out with prejudice.
Oh yeah,
a lady.
She did great.
Oh, she was good. I can't even explain why you would know such things, but she did. So.
What was I looking up?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, that's my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't MD.
Nope.
It was, oh,
Nighttime?
I know. No.
Nope.
You know, I think this site is very out of date. But I'll just share it anyway because
Oh man,
it's
Wild Irish.
It's
That's a
entertaining,
classic.
yeah. So I'll just share the Bum Wine website on both of our platforms. It's extremely out of date,
Yeah, that happens.
but nonetheless entertaining.
What we do here every week for a couple of hours is entertainment.
Oh, Amy says,
Pure
sounds like you
entertainment.
want King Cobra.
Oh, that's the
That
other one.
sounds like something that would work in this situation.
King Cobra, I believe, was a contemporary of St. Ides, but if I'm totally wrong, it might be a contender. I'm just saying. I think they're thinking in terms of Colt 45 with that kick. Oh, yeah, that kick, it's like 4.5%. Seriously? Guys, I'm drinking beer that's like 8% all the time. What are you talking about? So that's the thing. The fearsome nature of the malt liquor is totally overrated, which makes it a perfect contender for the Old Man Beer. Old Man Beer Challenge. We do that because it's hilarious, and we'll continue to do that until I've exhausted all the possibilities in the field. But I think that considering all the revivals of brands out there, one of these
That's what I was about to
days,
say.
one of these days, someone is going to revive, say, Rheingold, which is well overdue. Well, somebody did, and it failed again. And I think if Gansett can keep going, come on, Rheingold can keep
that's
going. And
what
that's a New York beer, baby.
we started to talk about, and the conversation turned away, the different beers from the different ballparks.
Yes. So back in the day, you had Schaefer, which was Shea Stadium, and you had Rheingold, which was Yankee Stadium. I've heard that. I never attended those stadiums where either of those beers was available. There was a lot of Bud Light happening when I was at either of those stadiums.
What about Fenway?
Fenway was Gansett. And then when Gansett went completely to hell, they had to think of something else, and I don't know what they did. But now that Gansett is back, I bet it is being served in Fenway, at Fenway, with impunity. Because, hey,
With impunity.
this is your local beer there. Making it happen.
Oh,
But,
what happened to my napkin?
oh, it's around. It can't be far.
It disappeared.
Yes, it is.
Oh, he stole it. No wonder.
No, I didn't steal anything. These are new. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you.
A fresh one.
Okay, so I found a good one the other day that I need to bring up because I think you all will appreciate
Always good
it.
to see.
Those of you who are still here.
And in terms of like who makes what, Pabst is actually sort of a holding company that's making a lot of stuff these days. The original Pabst is long gone. It's been absorbed into something. And that company has been absorbing a lot of small brands because it does niche brewing. The simple fact is that a hell of a lot of their brands taste like a lot of their other brands. And at the end of the day, this is the origin of the Old Man Beer Challenge. Can you tell them apart? Back in the day, these were all independent labels. They were all competing with each other on a regional basis. And could one of them be better than the other in a regional market? That's what they were trying to do. So I think to myself, well, that's an interesting bit of history. And ultimately, you would have to have a really great palate to be able to tell these apart. And that's the kick behind it all. Can you tell? There's a lot of things like brand loyalty. It's like brand loyalty with cigarettes. Oh, you can tell a Pall Mall from Barclays? Really? Interesting.
Hold on.
So the Old Man Beer...
It'll be worth it, I promise.
That's kind of what I'm working on, too. What's with the flavor profile? They're all light lagers. Well, we put the challenge to people. We put the challenge to people. Some people who are fearsome beer contenders completely failed this thing, and they are so incensed. Well...
Hold on.
I gotta say, I would apologize, except for they knew what they walked into. Knew it was challenging when you took it. In the meantime, I'm enjoying a Gansett Black Cherry.
Okay, I found it. It was worth it. I found it. NYC airports can no longer overcharge for a beer.
Meaning what?
Frequent travelers know it costs money to fly. And we're not just talking about their air tickets and hotels either. Even after we've gotten past security, most of us brace ourselves for potentially inflated charges we've come to expect for just about everything we purchase, from bottled water to a glass of beer.
So true.
But I should have just searched on Port Authority. But the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey wants to change that. As a result, officials call for an end to a pricing practice that has resulted in customers paying more than double what a container of beer might cost at a tourist site like New York's Yankee Stadium. While most people have been disgruntled about airport pricing, the straw that broke the camel's back was reflected in a tweet sent out in the summer of 2021 when one social media user shared a screenshot of an electronic menu taken from an airport bar. He captioned, "LOL at all of this, including the additional 10% COVID recovery fee that doesn't go to workers." The screenshot showed a Sam Adams Summer Ale draft going for the eye-watering price of $27.85, while a side of French fries, which was not pictured, cost $10.90. By contrast, NewJersey.com pointed out that a Budweiser served up in a souvenir cup at Yankee Stadium costs $10, while fans can expect to fork over at least $7 for fries.
Jeez.
That was the thing. Like $28 for a beer. Outrageous. That had better be the best
outrageous
beer
overpricing.
Ever.
You know? Soaking the consumer at the airport when you have nowhere to go.
Exactly.
You can't actually get out of there, you know? It's not like you can order a pizza and have it delivered to Newark. Just saying.
Oh, Lisa, yeah, this is the tiki bar in the front of the house. Yeah, yep, this is in front. This is our front porch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lady Hairspray Challenge. Oh, my God, Elizabeth, I love that.
Is that the final net versus the Aquanet versus the Dippity-Doo? Just saying.
I just keep thinking, like, is that your final net answer?
Answer. And I can admit that I just name-checked 2 hairsprays and a hair gel. I used to use Dippity-Doo back in the day. I think it's been off the market for a long time because the Geneva Convention banned it. And probably long overdue, but I remember I liked the smell. It was really hilarious. And had the same label ever. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
this is the front of the building because this is actually the Florida room. So this is where that would be. So we are rimmed in all these louver windows. Used to be louver door, but it totally failed. And we put it on a big trash day and it went by the by. So we're gone. We have a fantastic new door that my neighbor provided his invaluable help to, for which I'm eternally grateful. And it actually locks, which the old door didn't really do. So that's kind of good. That's kind of good.
No one can kick our door in.
And go steal our booze. Yeah, well, there's a few things in here. There's a lot of stuff that no one would care about and things that people would care about.
Hi,
so I'm kind of good with that. Yeah.
Oh my God. One drink at Chicago's O'Hare Airport was 25 bones. Okay, it was a double Jameson. Oh my gosh. What was the beer shampoo? Something Tap. Oh, hold on. I know what you're talking about. You
know, that implies that a single Jameson is like $13 at O'Hare. Good grief. For $13, you're almost buying a bottle of Jamesons. I mean, maybe more like 25, but that's...
Body on Tap? Is that what you're thinking of, Jamie?
That's like 2 shots. Whoa.
I think that's Body on Tap.
That's taken to the cleaners there in Chicago. I'm just saying.
I remember that. Oh, you can buy it at the Vermont Country Store.
It's available now.
Oh,
copy that link. Drop
hilarious.
it on people. Drop it on people.
Oh, good night, Amy. Oh, Amy said Body on Tap. She got it. Yep. All right.
Snap, snap.
Oh, my gosh.
These things, folks.
I guess it is getting to be that time.
Well,
yes, Tap. Lisa got it, too. Oh, Tap shampoo.
Body on Tap. I never heard of that.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember...
I didn't have it, but I remember it.
I remember shampoo with names like, gee, your hair smells terrific.
I remember that, too.
Completely idiotic, and it's sold. So there we go. I'm missing a trick over here. Talk about hat tricks, but I'm missing a lot of tricks. Too much. Body on tap. Boom. Boom. And it has beer in it. I had a roommate in college years who had heard that beer was good for hair. So he told his mother this, and his mother would serve him a beer every morning for his hair. He had a lot of hair.
To drink?
No, to pour over his hair.
Oh, I thought you meant like,
yeah.
Here, this will be good for your hair. Just drink this.
No. Like you would
okay.
you can use it as conditioner, right? Yeah, that's what you would do.
Oh, Vermont Country Store is the best, Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
So good. I love that place.
Except, think about it for a minute. Your mother is serving you a light beer every morning, and you're like, oh, okay. What do you think he was doing with it?
Oh, no, he was taking it to the shower and drinking it?
Funny guy.
No.
Funny guy.
That's hilarious.
So, anyway. But beer apparently does have, like, good properties
hilarious.
for your follicles. So, if you still have follicles...
Follicles.
Yep.
Not follicles.
One of those things. If you still have them... then perhaps you want to like exercise some malt beverage on top of them. I will not say that malt liquor is better. I think it's a fraud. But that's the whole part of it, folks. We're going to provide the fraud at Ohana this summer in like a month. Oh, jeez.
We're going to provide the fraud at Ohana.
Yeah.
That should just be our catchphrase.
If I really thought that, I wouldn't do it.
Fraud.
But the simple fact is we're providing the entertainment. This is all hilarious, but the fact is people take
I remember agree, Lisa. I remember agree.
Agree.
We had agree.
Oh, yeah.
There was like an apple flavor.
Mm.
Like a green apple. Well, I say flavor like you would eat it.
And
scent.
Aroma.
Green apple scent.
And the green apple was, of course, completely naturally flavored. Mm.
Well, no.
No. But yeah, like those things are very important with these things. When I was trying out new shampoos a while back, I was trying to find something that I liked, and everything smelled fruity. I hated it all. But I finally found something that smelled kind of like almond, so I went with that.
Tiki Thursday. Yes, let's coordinate. We will not miss this.
Thank you, Thursday.
Yes, we will. We will make this happen.
We're very interested to have a drink where Dick used to drink, and you know what I'm talking
about.
Jamie
says we were pro
DC.
People.
Yeah,
pro. We were pro people.
Pro people.
We're all pro people. Anyway.
Yeah. Brand loyalty, folks. Brand loyalty.
All right.
Well, we're letting the broadcast. Right. We're just enjoying a malt liquor over here, and away we go.
Enjoying a shandy.
Well, a thing is, just a shandy.
I'm glad we brought up the malt liquor challenge because that led to a fun discussion.
It will happen. We are getting the parts together. We will have posters that tell you what to do, and it will be easy. Easy. All you need to know is these 4 malt liquors, and you can tell them apart with ease because, of course, they have unique properties. You will know.
Pro people. I love that.
Okay. As far as I know, we do not have a liquor sponsor this year, so we can't actually serve you this, that, and the other. And but you never know. The event is slightly behind schedule, so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll update you with more things as time goes on. And, of course, we're still making our movie. So let us know if you'd like to support that, because some people ask.
Nice, Jamie.
Obviously, we have a banner down here with our Amazon store. And you could actually support us that way, and it makes a big difference. Very happy if you can do that. If you have any questions about that, just drop it on us. It's very easy to use. You do not pay any extra.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yep. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway,
yes,
folks,
we love seeing you all.
We've been enjoying.
We look forward to this.
We've been enjoying Moncrief nuts all evening. We've been enjoying Jamie's nuts. No, we have not. He did not make these nuts. It was somebody else's nuts. They're very good. They're pretty easy to make. But it's Moncrief, baby. It's good stuff. Wherever you go and whatever you do, remember, we provide you a little fun every Wednesday with all these fine products behind us.
A little song.
A little dance. I had a little seltzer over there.
A little seltzer down your pants.
And wherever you go, please be safe.